overwhelming at first, but anyway, so we're gonna go over the Mulligan and the regular gameplay. So for Mulligan, I would keep Fetch, Scout, Tracking. Wound Prey you can keep. It's kind of situational. I think it depends on what you're up against. I would definitely keep Wound Prey if you are up against another aggro deck. It's really good for, removing early game minions. Wound Prey is also really good to combo with Blood Mage Dalnos or Oracle. Birdwatching I would keep. Bursting Shot you can keep. Rock Skipper you can keep if you want. It's not exactly what you want to mulligan for, I don't believe, but it's fine to keep it because sometimes you want to discover extra Rock Skippers. But keeping one is probably okay. Exarch I would keep. Mixologist, kind of the same thing as Rock Skipper. Also depends on what you're up against. If you are up against a aggro deck, I would keep Mixologist for removal. What else? Neri, I never keep Neri. Sometimes, depending on my hand and also what I'm up against, sometimes keeping Grifta is okay. I wouldn't really highly suggest it, but maybe if you're up against a slower deck, or if you already have a scout in hand, you could keep Grifta if you want, but it's not exactly what you want to mulligan for. And that's about it. So, but mainly, what you really want in your mulligan is the discover cards. So those are the most important. That is mainly what you want to do in the beginning, is discover and remove. You don't necessarily need to keep all of your damage spells for your combo. Also depends on what you're up against, because if you're playing against a warrior or Death Knight, a deck that generally runs a lot of armor, you might want to try to hold on to your damage spells. But pretty much it's usually okay to use your spells as you need to keep yourself alive and keep the board clears. So, there's not that many board clear options, except for you've got the Mixologist, and then Bursting Shot is really helpful, especially with the spell damage. It's extremely helpful. You can use Arcane Shot I usually use my Arcane Shot on minions. I usually don't save those. Okay, so like general gameplay, like I said, is just kind of to stay alive and remove, and discover. What you want to discover, you can discover extra damage spells if you want, like Arcane Shot, or Bursting Shot is another good one sometimes, depending on if you need to clear board. But generally you want to discover extra Rock Skippers, or Mixologists, or Griftas. Mainly Grifta. I would say Grifta and Rock Skipper are probably the best to discover extras. You can even discover an extra Incendius sometimes. That has helped me. Or alien encounters, depending on what you're up against. With Brawl is really helpful sometimes if you, say you can't find a board clear, and you have a few spells in hand that you can drop. That's what Brawl is really good for, because he can fill your board, and he can also help you find removal options with Huffer, and he can help you find Taunt. So Brawl is really helpful. It can also help you find lethal. So like, if say you've got Brawl on the board and you want a Neri and you've got some removal spells, you can just go for it, use your spells, and Brawl will continue to summon extra beasts that may help you find lethal. So, um, Bob is mainly for freezing. It's just a stall card mainly, but you can also use it to draw extra copies of a minion in your deck, which is also extremely helpful for finding extra Griftas or Mixologists, Rock Skippers, Scouts even. Pretty much anything is good to have extra of. Or even extra spell damage. For Incendious, I get a lot of questions about Incendious. What I like about Bob and having Bob and Incendious is, if you're at a pretty decent health already, if you're not, say you're like not below 20, if you want to freeze, and then the next turn you might be able to play Incendious. Or, I usually like to play Incendious, if I have a 0 mana alien encounters. Those go really well together. And, you usually want to save an Oracle for after you play Incendious so that you can draw and also gain spell damage. Also remember that if you have changed your hero power to discover, you can discover eruptions. And then last thing, the main thing that is the most important is Grifta. You want to discover the 6 damage spell, obviously. But the best way to do it is to wait till you have at least 5 mana and play Grifta with Scout so that you can discover an extra 6 damage spell. And then with Neri, if you have 2 of the 6 damage spells, playing Neri and just 2 of those spells is 24 damage alone, which is a lot. And you can also get an extra one of those spells out of Tide Pool, if you have Tide Pool in hand. But so while I'm playing, my general rule is to try to at least get your opponent down to 24 health or below, so that you can pull off the dream combo. Neri and 2 of those, which is only 5 mana, does 24 damage. And sometimes that can be pulled off pretty quickly. So that's the deck. I'm going to show you a few games that I played on my way to Legends. And if you stay tuned until the last match, which is the final boss, you'll get to see the dream. We need to get discovering early. And then we need to find Neri, you know. So okay, this is a good start. This is better than last game. So I guess we could discover. Maybe we discover while he has nothing on the board? We're gonna freeze, and then next turn we'll play Incendious. I think. Unless we have to clear stuff up. So wait, what happens if we have 2 Neries? Does it play it 3 times? I guess. I have never done that, so we're gonna find out. I might keep Wound Praise just like for early game removal here. Alright, let's try to get damage here. No. That was awful. We didn't get anything good. I just need to get some damage in, so I'm just gonna ignore if I can right now. This is really... These are both not good. Okay, we can play that next. That's good because we actually want to play Cindy before we play Oracle. Alright, so we need to wait 4, 8, 12, 16. We need to find out of Grifta the 6 damage. Or oh wait a minute. Yeah. And then we can alien encounters. Yeah, we can play Oracle with Neri. So that would be 4, 8, 12, 16 damage. Yeah. We have lethal. Wait. 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. Hell yeah. Get out of here. Oh, no way, we just beat an aggro. I don't want to wait one more turn. I want to wait one more turn. guy. Okay, we're gonna have to kill it. I think I'm gonna use this too. So if you can find, if you can play the Scout with Grifta and you can get 2 of the 6 damage spells, and then if you play those with Neri, just 2 of them, it's 24 damage. It's nuts. Just 2 of them. Oh no, I didn't play Scout! Oh my god, you guys. Oh, I'm such an ass. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna win. It's okay, guys. We're gonna win. It's okay. No crying. Wait. 3, 6, 9, 12. Nah, this is in my way. This is bad. Oh no, wait a minute. If that's explosive ruins, okay, let's play this first. It was. Okay, we did something right. So maybe it's okay if I use these since we've got tide pools, and also we have 2 Cindy's. to find Oracle. Oh, he's gonna clear it. Oh, that's so good. It's so good because we need him to ignore my face. He just cleared his own board. Oh my god. But you know what? His Fryock totally sucked. The card pisses me off too, but it didn't do anything good for him really. I mean, it didn't damage me, like, at all. Hardly. Thank you. Alright. I'm worried about this. Alright, I have to do this because uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. We won. My god. Oh my god, we won. Shut up. Shut up right now. I think I actually keep this hand. I think this is good. gonna do this, but then we're gonna burn. Just wait. Hey, watch this. Wait. 18 plus 6. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, it's hilarious. See, that's good to do against Druid, I guess. We kind of want to like discover more of these. I don't know if I do want to keep that. Or maybe I do. I'm gonna keep it. Really want to find Scout. Yes! Alright. All we need to do now is find Miri. Okay, wait. We're gonna discover here. But wait, if I play this... No, we're gonna discover first. We might get... There she is. Okay, next turn. Basically, next turn. We win. just screwed me. He just healed. But that's, wait, 24. We still have 30. We still have it. I believe. Yep. Oh shit, that's late. I mean, I think that was legendary, guys. I think that was final boss. Yay! Alright.